Now I'm visiting one of the famous island near Venice. You will definitely impress with the canals and the beauty of this floating city. Now after finally the glassmaker's hard work we can finally see the design comes to life. Famous for two things. Its brightly colored house and its rich tradition of lace making. Every house here is painted in a bold bright color. Red, blue, green, yellow. Hi guys, welcome to charcoinexplore and this Shiro Shanmok. Welcome to my day 7 in Italy, my final day. So today I gonna explore one of the popular place in this Venice which attracts so many tourists every year. So now without doing any delay, we will go to that place and explore. So if you guys are new to my channel, consider subscribe. Now let's start the video. So I kicked off my final day in Venice. After checking out from my stay, I made my way through the narrow winding streets of Venice with my day pass in hand. Venice is such a unique city because every turn takes you past centuries old buildings with the architecture reflecting the city long rich history. Now I am visiting one of the famous island near Venice and that is Murano, the legendary island of glass making. This place is world famous with centuries of history behind its beautiful handcrafted glasses, and I use my one-day travel card to board into water taxi. The ride from Venice to Murano is quick, taking just about 15 to 20 minutes across the lago. Murano is only 1.5 km from Venice, so you are there before you know it. So what I love about traveling by water taxi in Venice is just the unique perspective it offers. You are not just getting from point A to point B, you are experiencing Venice the way it was meant to be seen. From the water, it also incredible peaceful even with the city bustling around you. You will definitely impress with the canals and the beauty of this floating city. As we cruise across the lagoon, the view from the water was just breathtaking. The calm, glistening water stretched out before me, reflecting the clear blue sky and the distant islands. The breeze coming off the lagoon was refreshing and it was a nice escape from the summer heat. You really start to appreciate the vastness of this unique city when you see it from the water. Venice feels like it's floating, suspended between sky and sea. Looking out, you could spot smaller islands scattered around, each with its own story. The horizon was dotted with the domes and spires of Venice slowly fading away. Well ahead of me, the island of Murano was coming into view. In few minutes, we will reach to the Murano island. As soon as I got to Murano, my first stop was one of the island's most popular attraction, glass making show. If you look into the history, Murano is world famous for its glass making, a tradition that goes back to 1291. The Venice government moved glass makers to Murano to reduce the risk of fires in Venice. Since then, Murano has become synonym with high quality handcraft glass. Now I'm heading to view the glass makers in action is a must do while you're here. The ticket prices for this show usually range from 5 to 10 euros depending on where you go, and during the show you can watch how they make stunning glass art very clearly. Finally, the show will start in few minutes and we all heading to that, and here you can view there are myriad number of people gathered to view this famous show. And here I noticed there are variety of tools and gadgets around him, and I'm so excited to see how they prepare the glass. Alright, so the glass maker is getting ready to begin, and this is where the magical really start. First he grab a long metal tube called blowpipe, and this is essential tool used to gather the molten glass. Right now he dipping the blowpipe in the furnace which is heated to an incredible 1000 degrees Celsius where the glass is melting, and you can see that glowing orange blow at the end of the pipe. That's the molten glass. As the molten glass is gathered on the blowpipe, the glassmaker takes a few moments to roll the glowing mass over the colored glass powder, and that will add beautiful color to the final piece. And it's incredible how this tiny speck of colors will melt and blend into the glass, creating that a vibrant and intricate design. Now watch as he starts rolling the blowpipe on the marver, a smooth flat surface made of steel. This cools the outer layer of glass slightly and shape it into round even form. The glass looks soft and glowing, but the real skill comes from knowing exactly how to control its shape. I mean, the glass maker has to constantly turn the blowpipe, almost like a chef rotating dough to make sure it does not drip or harden unevenly. Standing here, I can feel the heat from the furnace. It is intense, but you can see how he is so used to work in this environment. It's mesmerizing to watch the glass take shape, and it's hard to believe that this glowing blob is going to become something beautiful in just few minutes. Now he is using a tool called jacks, which are like large metal tweezers. He's carefully pinching and pulling the glass to lengthen it and shape it more precisely. The precision here is amazing. You can tell how experienced he is by the way he knows exactly where and how much to pinch, and all while rotating the blowpipe to keep the glass balanced. It's fascinating to think that this process has not changed much in hundreds of years. Glassmaking in Murano dates back to 13th century. I have seen glass pieces in stores before, but watching this up close is something else. The level of control he has is incredible. It's like watching an artist with a brush. Every tool, every movement has a purpose. As the glass makers continue shaping the piece, you will notice he frequently bring it back to the fire, or what's called the glory hole furnace. This furnace is used to reheat the glass, keeping it soft and peelable. Glass cools down rapidly as he works on it, so to maintain its flexibility, he need to bring it back to the fire every few minutes. Without reheating, the glass would harden too quickly and it would become nearly impossible to continue shaping or adding fine details. The fire ensured that the glass remained at the perfect temperature to mold into its final form. Now after finally the glass maker's hard work, we can finally see the design comes to life. The color have blended beautifully and the dedicated pattern he created are stunning. I have to say, witness this firsthand has been one of the highlights of my trip. Alright, with that it's time to say goodbye to this fascinating glass making demonstration, and I'm here with a newfound appreciation for Murano glass and the incredible skill he takes to create the work of art. Before heading to Burano, I just want to say that I love just watching life unfold here. There's something so relaxing about seeing the local interact with the city that's so intertwined with water. It's not like anywhere else in the world. Here boats are the main form of transportation, and it's fascinating to see how seamlessly it all works. You get the sense that isn't just a tourist destination, it's a place where people truly live, shaped by centuries of tradition. Well, I really enjoyed it. As I stood there waiting for the water taxi, I could not help but feel connected to the history and the beauty around me. Well, I hopped back on the water taxi and headed from Murano to Burano. The journey between these islands take about 30 minutes, and it's a nice peaceful ride across the lago. Burano is famous for two things: its brightly colored house and its rich tradition of lace making. Burano charms lies in its simplicity. It's smaller and quieter than Venice or Murano, but it's bursting with character. Walking through Burano is like stepping into another world. The pace is slower and you really get to soak in the beauty of the island. Whether you are strolling by the canals or browsing through the local shops selling glaze and handmade craft, the environment is surreal. As I arrived in Burano, the first thing that struck me was the vibrant multicolored house lining the canal. Every house here is painted in a bold, bright color red, blue, green, yellow, making it look like a postcard brought to life. There's the local tradition behind this. Fishermen used to paint their homes in brighter color so they could spot them from the water, especially in the thick fog that often covered the lagoon. I absolutely loved wandering through Burano. The colors are so vibrant that they almost doesn't seem real. Every corner you turn there is a picture perfect view waiting for you. It's one of those places where you can just wander aimlessly and still have the best time. And that it in Burano. Now I'm going back to Venice and that's the end for my Italy trip. I feel grateful for this entire experience. Venice and its islands are unlike anywhere else in the world. So now I will catch this train and I will go to Milan, and tomorrow early morning I will catch flight and I will reach to Netherlands. So this is my entire trip of Italy. So I hope you like all the videos, and if you like this content, please hit subscribe and stay tuned to Charcoin Explore for more amazing videos like this. And this is your Shanmukh signing off.